Hi, I'm Chef Raphael and welcome to a new episode of Cooking with Chef Raphael, a show that's meant to make you a better home cook. Today I'm going to show you a delicious recipe of making fish in coconut cream. I hope you'll enjoy it. Let's get started. So for the main ingredients is the fish. I've already deep fried it, and you can reference my how to deep fry fish on my other YouTube video. I have 3 tomatoes, 2 onions, some coriander, about 200 ml of coconut cream, some chili. So I'll start with the onion. I like slicing them. Now depending on what you're cooking, it will determine how you cut them. So for this one, I like having them sliced. So I'll start frying it. So I'll add some oil. And the other thing is, the oil should not be more than the onion. If the oil is more than the onion that you've added, that oil, the food will be too oily. And while the onion is cooking, I'll I'll blend my tomatoes because we want it to be a creamy sauce. So what I'll do is roughly cut my tomatoes. I'll use 2 of them for 1 fish, and then I'll place them to a blender. The other thing I like doing, especially when I have the coriander, is cut the stalks, and especially if you're going to blend it, just blend it together with the tomatoes. So when you're blending, it's also always a good idea to add a little bit of water, especially to start the blending process, not too much. Then cover. So in this case, I'll use the pulse action, which is the P. Now what I don't want is for it to be too smooth. I want it a little bit chunky. That's why I'm using the pulse action. I'm also, right now I'm going to use some chili flakes. So this, when the onion is brown, that's when you add the spices. Let them fry for a few seconds or a minute, especially if you're using the curry powder. And then at that point is when you add the blended tomato and coriander. Now allow for the sauce, for the tomato to cook. This should take about 2 minutes. I'll also add some salt at this stage. Salt. So the idea when you're cooking the tomato is to let it stew until the water dries up from the tomato. And then at this stage is when we'll add the coconut cream. What I have here is a thick, creamy sauce. I've reduced my heat because if you let it boil too much, it will become too thick and start drying up. So before it dries up, that's when you introduce your fish into the sauce and let it cook from one side with the sauce. And even you can scoop some of the sauce to cover the top of the fish. So we let it cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, and halfway between that time, 3 to 5 minutes, turn it upside down so that the bottom side goes up, so that actually it will cook evenly on both sides. So when it comes to serving, today I'm serving it with ugali. you can use, because of the coconut is also nice with rice, but it's up to you. Take the sauce. Now this is a little bit thick, so you can dilute it if you like, and then I'll finish it with chopped coriander. So there you have it. This you can serve it with some greens or vegetables, whatever vegetables you have. It's always good to have a balanced diet. Make sure you subscribe to my channel so that you know whenever I have a new recipe out. And until next time, goodbye.